What is going on, my dudes? I hope you're having a great day, because I am, because today we're at a very interesting skate park here in Oklahoma. We're just outside of Oklahoma City in Edmond, Oklahoma at the Matthysse skate park. I believe that's how you say it. And when I say interesting, this place is very interesting because they did some stuff well, and then they did some very questionable things. So I'll kind of walk around, give you a brief tour of the skate park and show you what we're working with. I'm truly excited to ride this place. I think it's going to be pretty fun. However, there is very little shade here for you boy, but that's not your problem. That's not your problem to deal with. That's mine. So anyway, starting off on the side, there's the entrance right there. There's my car. You got this bowl with a spine. The transitions feel pretty good. I did a couple roll around. There's a nice little like 6 to 5 foot spine. You got a deep end back there. And then this is where it gets a little questionable. You got a bank, rails, you got these mini ramp with a landing on the backside for some reason. And you got these weird hips, a very bumpy pyramid. And then over here, this is the weirdest thing. You got a box jump, and it looks good from this angle. However, if you get closer to it, you will notice that this box jump is not only kind of short, but it's only about 5 foot wide. So you gotta be pretty precise, but thank goodness they gave you these little lines to know where to stay in. Otherwise, you'd probably die. And then behind that, we got just a quarter, elevator to little quarter. And when I was looking at this park on maps or on the pictures and stuff, there's this hip over here that I was really excited to ride and do some stunts on. However, as soon as I got here, even just rolling down the bank, it has a nasty, one of the nastiest kind of kinks at the end of a bank that I've ever seen. Super abrupt. So yeah, this thing's really not that good. However, this angle would have been so nice, but if you're a skater, especially a skater, you will die dropping in on that. But we're not skaters, we're bikers. We're cool biker boys. So without further ado, let's get a couple warm-up jibs and then start rolling around, get a couple clips, have a hoot and a holler, goof and a gaff. Also, the last video I posted was at the Matt Hoffman skate park. I actually filmed 2 videos there because yesterday it didn't rain, which it was supposed to. So I was actually able to get out there and film this. But this video will be coming out before the second Hoffman video because you don't need to see 2 back-to-back videos of the same skate park. So we're gonna split it up a little bit. So the next video will be the second day at Hoffman skate park. So that's the timeline lore for you right there. But for now, let's get some warm-up tech jibs, flow around a little bit, and see what we can get done. Here we go, boys. That pressure 270 foot jam whip always gives me trouble. There's something about Oklahoma, they just know how to make a good quarter for technical maneuvers. I'm gonna throw on the GoPro real quick, kind of ride around, kind of show you the lay of the land and what we're working with today for this video. And then from there, we'll get some more clips done. So I'm gonna throw on GoPro right now. All right, boys, gonna do a quick roll around, but first, before we ride the rest of the skate park, I'm gonna just give you a first person view of what it looks like to go down this bank and hit that gully. So, watch the smoothest thing. Oh God, brutal. That quarter feels pretty nice. Here's the massive weird box jump. This looks like it's gonna be a pretty fun hip to mess around on. Then you got the weird half pipe thing. And you got this relatively nice bowl with this deep end, which is pretty cool. And especially that coping to coping spine. Rarely see those anymore. And then this weird bank, pyramid thing. Let's see how smooth this half is. Not bad, actually. Very odd, very weird skate park. But golly, if that hip wasn't terrible, let's just try to hit it anyway, see what happens. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks so bad. But overall, very fun. And besides that hip, quarters are smooth, the ground's smooth. I mean, if you're skating, I can definitely see how some of these cracks are pretty big. It would be troublesome. However, for a bike, it's really no big deal. So overall, pretty great. Now, the way to really test if a quarter is good is if you can flare it pretty well. So let's get a flare done. Yay, felt good. A little bit steeper than I thought it was gonna be. Actually felt pretty nice. Huzzah. Well, that quarter gets my stamp of approval. It felt nice. These quarters do actually feel really nice. They did a really good job on this bowl. It's definitely interesting, but tons of flow, which is fun, which I like, which I'm a fan of, which makes me happy relatively. I actually recently learned this new little stunt on like dropping into a bank, which I want to give it a rip at. It's not the most showstopper thing ever, so if you want to skip over it, it's fine by me. But it's like a 270 downside foot jam whip drop in. So we're gonna give that a rip. I don't know. Forget that ever happened. Erase that from your memory. All right, that was pretty close, just under rotated slightly. So if I rotate more, I should land it. Let's go. Really stoked to pull that one out. The person who inspired me to do that, absolute honorable mention, would have to be Mr. Jack Straighten. He used to do these like drop in into a quarter because Jackie, he's one of the greatest BMXers of all time, and I miss you and I love you, and I hope you're having a wonderful time in Florida working on your e-bikes, my friend. I love you a lot, but that one was for you if that hurts your feelings, because it was significantly worse than yours. I don't know what to say, sorry bud, but it's the thought that counts, I guess. All right, I'm gonna try my best to the street line. Go, baby. All right, boys, as we all know, or most of you know, if any of you who watch my videos know, I've been on a journey of getting better at T-bogs, and the next step is definitely T-bog airs. I've been dabbling with them and getting them kind of decent, but I'd like to do it on a bigger quarter and hopefully make it look nice more than just a seat touch bar turns. We could do better than that. All right, T-bog wasn't as good as I wanted, so we're gonna run it back. All right, along with the toboggan saga, another trick that has been a saga for quite some time is the double bar spin saga. And today we got this nice quarter to wedge, like it has a bit of transition. It's more than a bank, but it's less than a quarter, kind of like 45 degree hip. Really would like to double bar it. I think that'll gain my confidence, because within the coming weeks I'd really love to learn double bar airs, so I think this would be like a good stepping stone for the double bar saga. So we're gonna give it a rip. I'm gonna do it first try. First try and hopefully roll away happy as a clam. So let's get this double bar over the hip a rip. All right, fellas, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I am nervous. This one actually has me a little nervous. We're gonna go for the double bar first rip, dude. That's all it is. Oh my fucking sketch. Hell yeah. All right, a little sketchy, but super stoked. Now we're gonna actually start a new saga. I've actually been low-key in the background of things, been trying to learn hop trucks. We got relatively decent sized bank. I think this will be a little bit easier to do a hop truck into than just on flat. So I'm gonna do 1 or 2 flat, and then and we'll give it a rip into the bank. So here we go. Hop truck season is here. The banky I'm gonna use right there probably. So wish me luck. All right, consistently landing it at 270. That's why I think if I do it into a relatively good sized bank, I'll have enough time to be able to get the full rotation around and actually ride away, because nowhere near do I feel like that's a hop truck at all. I just want to be like Brandon Barner, you sweet ginger fucker. All right, we're gonna do 1 test hop 3, and then we're gonna throw the truck. Same, oh, okay, this is kind of foreshadowing, but in the next video that you see at Hoffman Park, I basically said if I don't throw the bar in the 3 to fakie, unsubscribe. Same thing, you'll know when you see the next video. I'm not gonna say it all again because it's hot and I'm tired. So anyways, hop 3, then we're gonna at least throw the bar in the next one, or unsubscribe and all that shit. All right, boys, we did the warm-up hop 3. Like I said, we're gonna throw the first bar. This is it. This is my time to shine. TimeToShineBMX.com. If you need any bike parts, go to TimeToShineBMX.com. Link down below. Fast shipping, great customer service, and great prices. But anyways, hop truck coming up. Here we go. Oh my God. All right, definitely can't take that. So, but hey, we threw it. We did 1 warm-up 3. Threw it, kind of under rotated, got a little squirrely, but that was more hop truck than I've ever done. So I'm gonna get it back. I would really like to just, you know what I mean? Just like do the truck, land, just going straight right away. By the power invested in me, let's get a hop truck done. Let's go, dude. Oh my God. Why did I neglect that trick for so long? Downlash? Can we get a downlash? Yeah, we can, dude. So freaking stoked to get the hop truck. I don't know why I've neglected that trick for so long. Literally just started doing it maybe last week on flat. This is the first time going into a bank. Made a world of a difference. So I'm excited to take this trick farther on different things and stuff, because that honestly felt super cool. Maybe gonna get a couple more lines and probably head home. And yeah, this park is actually surprisingly fun. Pretty good vibes. The people here have been super nice, and yeah, a couple new learns. Can't be upset about that. So, but it is hot. I'm tired. All right, that tech felt pretty good. Since I mentioned it, I might as well give a rip at a tuck air. So I'm gonna do it in the same spot where I did the T-bog air. So I'm gonna do bar air, tuck air, and hopefully it looks halfway decent and it doesn't take me a while to throw it. But if it does, that's fine. That's part of progression, dudes. But I'd really like to get it first try. So let's give it our all. Let's fucking go, motherfuckers. Woo! All right, the tuck air might not have been the best, but at least we ripped the flip fakie. So I think we're gonna call it there. It's getting pretty hot out. Skate park's starting to get crowded. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you need any bike parts and you want a beautiful bike like this one, head on over to TimeToShineBMX.com. They'll get you covered. They have everything. Park bikes, street bikes, mountain bikes, all sorts of stuff. Link down below for that. Also, follow me on Instagram at @TheRealJRHobbs. And if you want to support the channel, check out the member community thing. We got 3 different tiers, so you can help us build ramps and all that kind of stuff and support the channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. And what the hell's the name of that river? Bye.